So I wanted to talk about something kind of fun, what could be a manifestation oops, has recently happened in my life. There's no way that this is an accident. I'll explain why. Not sure what to make of it, but the subject of this video will almost certainly watch this video, so keep that in mind, because there could be some harassment that is intentional. So what sort of brought me back to thinking about, reading about, being involved in the area of conscious manifestation was it wasn't exactly a breakup, but it was a breakup started me sort of down a path, the more one thing led to another. And as I dealt with the breakup and my feelings about it and tried to kind of deal with what I felt like my role was in it, I always do that when, relationships bring up issues. They're so useful because if you're really dedicated to fixing everything, which I am, a relationship will shine a light on everything that's wrong with you. And so kind of doing the post-mortem after the breakup and saying, okay, well, why did I react this way? Why did I feel this? Sort of going through everything. It led me down this path that led me back to Neville Goddard and things that I read a lot about in my 20s, and then sort of applied very easily to the realm of money. I didn't have any resistance in that area, and so it was very easy. I didn't even have to think about it. That's the thing. There was a conscious element to the creation of the business and the wealth and all that stuff. And, I talked about it with my business partner. We would talk about things. It's not like the idea that the visualization and the adopting the state and all of that stuff, that wasn't totally unconscious, but it just wasn't something I thought about because it was so easy. I just would intend something and it would happen. There wasn't any big to do about any of it. But so this breakup led me down this road that led me here. And one thing that I have never even remotely considered doing or trying to do or have anything to do with is influencing a specific person to do anything. I've always considered that to be off limits, and I wasn't really interested in it anyway. It wasn't something where I really wanted. I just didn't, I've never been so attached to a specific person that if the relationship ended, I wanted to try to get it back together. That's just never been something I cared about. Up to and including now, thank God. And so, but I sort of decided when I came back to this, I read that a lot of people were doing that, and I thought, this is one thing I have never really done. And so I wonder if I could, using only myself, changing my thoughts, adapting the state, and visualizing the relationship, visualizing and intending for my ex-partner to grow, change, whatever, to the point where we would work together. I wonder if I could actually make that happen, which remains to be seen. But so something kind of funny happened along the way with that, and it still really kind of is making me laugh to this day, and it's currently ongoing. It's currently a part of my life. So sort of without even realizing it until a couple days ago, I seem to have manifested in a lot of eerily parallel ways a person who is just like my ex in all of the ways that I wanted him to change, or in many of the ways I wanted him to change. And he seems to have manifested me. He also, it's like it's like he is the guy that I broke up with from that guy's perspective. And I'm like the girl that he's trying to manifest back from her perspective. It's like the puzzle piece is exactly together. And we didn't even, I think this kind of like came out over, we just started talking, and it just came out over a couple of weeks that our situations are eerily the same. Like, the issues that his ex had with him were the ones I had with my guy. And, you know, the way that I wish my guy would change, this other person has done that already. It's like I manifested another person who is where I wish my ex was. Like, we're always saying to each other, you know, why doesn't so-and-so feel this way about me? Or, oh, I'd kill to have an email from so-and-so that says what you said to him or whatever. Now, I don't know if this is a big oopsie, or if this is the universal forces just playing hide and seek and saying, fuck you, we always have the first move. I don't know, but I think it's pretty interesting how specifically your subconscious mind will create something. Now, I just experienced this in another area with a friend of mine. I just made a video about that. But now here's another example of how the intention to create will create something. So the key is really, how do you get the manifestation machine, this creation machine, under control? This is probably the final frontier, because now I have created a friend who lives thousands and thousands of miles away, who is pretty much exactly the dude that I want my ex to transform into, and I have no idea how it happened. And he manifested me at the same time. This shit is no joke. If you don't believe it, just look around your life, because there's no way that this isn't happening to you too. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything that happens is coming from you and your mind. I'm proof. I will continue to make embarrassing videos about my inadvertent creation. I will probably continue to make random men thousands of miles away fall in love with me. And that's that. Really mind-blowing.